What is stopping you from being you? Mentally and physically, what's stopping you from being who you are or who you want to be? I ask myself this question a lot, and the only remaining factor I can think of what's standing in the way of my happiness is myself. Sounds like you're personally sabotaging yourself. Well, at least in my case. I don't know how many of you can relate out there, but that's how it is for me. Like, I feel like lately, whenever I do think about what's standing in the way of my happiness, what's stopping me from doing what I want to do, or what's stopping me from creating things that I imagine in my head, all I could think of is me. Like, I'm standing in the way of my own happiness. What would you do if you weren't standing in the way of your happiness? Mainly procrastination is what stops me from doing what I want to do. Probably about 7 months ago, when I was determined to reach all my goals, it was nothing stopping me. I felt like positive things kept happening to me, like blessing after blessing, as long as I kept a positive mind. And I always remembered how blessed I was, and knowing there was more to come, and me keep working towards my goals that I had, my life was better. Or mentally, I was better because I wasn't dwelling on the negative. And when a negative thought would enter my mind, I would hurry up and cut it out immediately. Like, nope, that's the devil, not going to listen to it. So it left more room for me to focus on the positive, or me to focus on my next goal. Because I was making videos, I was doing yoga on the daily, I was eating better, and mentally I felt better. I was writing more, just thinking of more creative ways to express myself. Another thing that holds a lot of us back is judgment and competition and comparing ourselves to other people. As I started working, I've noticed that I have let my negativity overpower my positivity. Also, dealing with customer service, it is a real total. Like, people come there to feel rich. I'm convinced of it. Like, people come there out of their pathetic lives, and they come to boss you around because that's the only way they're ever going to do it in their lives. I'm convinced of that. So therefore, me dealing with being in customer service and dealing with that negativity on the daily, it's so draining and so frustrating, especially if you let it overcome you. Like, if you just let it completely just settle over you, like their energy transferred over to you and now you're upset, it messes with your zen. It's so ridiculous. I felt like I was in a good place, and then I started working and I just let the negativity overpower me. Like, dealing with so much BS on the daily, and then you have to come home and it's hard to snap out of it. And my coworker told me, you have to treat this job like a jacket. Like, you put it on when you get in there, and when you get home, you take it off. So you need to take off that negativity when you get home, because you're at home. That's your sanctuary. This is where you want your peace. You don't want to bring that energy home with you. I do have my days off, which is like 2 days a week. I don't do anything. Or I don't want to do anything. Like, I just want to lay in the bed. I don't want to do anything. And I already posted this on my Instagram with a quote that I found on Tumblr, that I don't want to live my life waiting for the weekend. And that's what I've been doing. And I hate it. Like, it just makes my soul cringe. Like, I really have just been dreading the whole week. And then for 2 days, I'm like, oh, yes, finally I'm off. But then I don't do anything. I just rest so I can prepare to dread the week again. Yeah? It's not what I signed up for. Topic? Oh my God. What would you do if you weren't standing in the way of your own happiness? Definitely write more. Definitely do more yoga. Definitely create more. Be more outgoing. I went off topic. Okay. I've been following these two YouTubers, like, when they first started making videos. Like, And these are the examples I want to use of when you're not standing in the way of your own happiness. So, Shameless Maya. When she challenged herself and said she wanted to be the biggest her she can be without any regrets, like shameless, basically what her name is, like just to live shamelessly and do what she wants to do no matter what or what who has to say about it, even after her going through her divorce and, you know, coming into her own. I thought that was amazing, because if she would have let that stop her, she wouldn't be where she is now. And you can tell in her video she's so grateful, she's so happy for where she is, she's so happy for starting her journey of being shameless, because she would have never known all this was possible. And I follow her mainly for that reason, because she's wholeheartedly herself. It takes courage to be who you want to be. I don't care what anybody says. A lot of people say, oh, I don't care what people think about me. I don't care what you care. Oh, I don't compare myself to you do. I mean, we all do. It's human. It's okay. I'm not ashamed to admit it. But when you let go of all that, imagine how beautiful it could be. And I just watched this documentary. I know it's popular now because everyone's watching it. But it's called What Happened, Miss Simone. In one of the clips, she said, imagine what she could do without fear. And I thought that was so brilliant. I thought it was amazing. I said, what would I do without any fear? Fear of failing, fear of someone being better than you, fear of just fear in general. What would you do if you didn't have it? And that's amazing. That's something that you can challenge yourself with every day. It's my Ray Ray. Like, she knew who she was, and she wasn't going to let anybody tell her who she wasn't. As soon as she made When I Subscribed, and it's just been building up from there. Even she'll tell you on a lot of her videos of her being depressed or her having high anxiety. A lot of things that I go through, which I didn't know she went through. Because obviously you can't judge a book by its cover, because I didn't think she had the same issues that I probably would have. So when she made those videos, it made me relate to her more, from where she started and to where she is now. Same thing with Shameless Maya. Like, she could have never imagined her life being like that, her moving to LA and experiencing all this, because she didn't let her fear hinder her. See the progression and you see the growth in people. It's beautiful, because we're all on that same path to get there. So you don't have to do it by yourself. So when people get past that exterior and the rough edge and just being closed off from the world, and when you do finally open up and accept the love and the light and the love in your life, and you accept it in yourself, that's when things start to get better from the inside out. And to me, that's amazing. So I just want to make this video to basically say, you, and me too, but both of us, all of us, because we're all on this planet together for a reason. So I just wanted to say that don't let your fear hinder you. And I'm not going to let my fear hinder me anymore. Nor procrastination, my fear of failing, me standing in the way of my own happiness, and then lying awake at 2 a.m. saying, oh my God, my life can be so much better. Because it's going to be many nights like that if you let it continue. And then 10 years later, 20 years later, you're going to say, wow, I didn't do anything. When you could have easily done it. You know, just small baby steps. It don't have to be big giant steps. With me, I am the biggest, like, just, I want to make big steps now. I want it to now. And that's something else that I need to work on. Patience, procrastination, and no fear. No fear. So that's the main goal in life that we are trying to set. What would you do if you didn't have any fear? And from now on, I'm going to live by that. This is my decree. This is my, whatever you want to call it, me sticking my flag on the carpet I'm not going to let fear hold me back anymore from being who I want to be. And I'm not going to let the judgment of others or whoever say something about who I want to be. And that's it. So if you have any questions, comments, leave them. What do you think on the situation of you holding yourself back? And I know you guys want to see hair videos. Do not get mad at me. And I cut the front. I don't know if you could tell, but I cut the front because, long story, that'll be another video. Follow me on Tumblr. It's aliencome.tumblr.com. Yeah, my Instagram is aliencome. See you guys.